Hi, welcome back to one more video from our Raghava tutorials. So we have one more question here regarding the operating leverages. So it have given, see, I'll read out the problem. From the following information, compute operating leverages of a firm sells 20,000 units at rupees 25 per unit as selling price. Variable cost is 5 per unit. Fixed cost is 30,000. So what they have given first? They have given sales. Sales, how much they have given? Sales, they have given 20,000 units and at rupees 25 per unit as selling price. So here they have given two selling prices for 20,000 and per the 25 per unit as selling price. So variable cost they have given 5 per unit. So they have given 5 per unit as variable cost. And next is fixed cost. How much is 30,000? They have given 30,000 as fixed cost. For the first, we have to write the working note. So first we have to write working note for this. What working note means? So first ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಲಿವರೇಜಸ್. ಸೊ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಥರನೇ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಆಪರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಲಿವರೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಫರ್ಮ್. ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ 20,000 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಪರ್ 25 ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ and variable cost is 5 per unit. Next is fixed cost is 30,000. So fixed cost ಬಂದು 30,000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ and variable cost ಅವರು 5 per ಯೂನಿಟ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅವರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಈ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ಅಂತ 5 ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್. ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ 20,000. 20,000 ಇಂಟು 25 ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸೇಲಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್. ಸೊ 25 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 20,000 ಇಂಟು 25 ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ 5 lakh. So we got sales. Sales is 5 lakh. Next, variable cost. They have given variable cost 5 per unit. So 5 per unit to 20,000 ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. So variable cost is equals to 20,000 into 5 per unit. 5 per unit. So this 20,000 is belongs to the selling price rate. So 20,000 into 5 we will get 1 lakh rupees. So we got sales. Sales how much we got? 5 lakh. We got sales has 5 lakh and variable cost has 1 lakh. Yeah, we got sales and also the variable cost. So we have to do calculation of profit of EBIT. So as I have said yesterday only, so first we have to write particulars and amount column. So first we have to take sales. Sales how much we got here? Working note ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರತ್ತಲ್ವ ಅಮೌಂಟು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ 5 lakh. We have to deduct from sales, we have to deduct variable cost. So we have to take this amount. So variable cost is 1 lakh. So 5 lakh minus 1 lakh, we are getting 4 lakh. 4 lakh is contribution amount. So 4 lakh is contribution amount we got. From this contribution, we have to deduct fixed cost. So fixed cost is 30,000. So we have to deduct fixed cost. Fixed cost is 30,000. So we have to minus that 30,000. So fix 4 lakh minus 30,000. How much we are getting? 4 lakh minus 30,000 is 3 lakh 70,000. So 3 lakh 70,000 is our EBIT amount. EBIT amount. From this particular, we have to do one more calculation, that is operating leverages formula. So what's the formula of operating leverages? Yesterday only I have taught you contribution divided by EBIT. So contribution amount divided by EBIT. So contribution amount, how much we got? See here, contribution amount is 4 lakh divided by EBIT amount, how much we got? 3 lakh 70,000. If we do 4 lakh minus 4 lakh divided by 3 lakh 70,000 means we are getting 1.8. We are getting 1.08. I am doing from first. So problem is like this. From the following information, compute operating leverages of a firm. They have given sales 20,000 units at rupees 25 per unit has selling price they have given, and variable cost is rupees 5 per unit. So fixed cost is 30,000. So we have to make a working note for this problem. So first one is sales. We have to do sales is, they have only mentioned here, sales amount is 20,000. What per unit? 25 per unit. So we have to do 20,000 into 25. We will get 5,000 amount. And next is variable cost. Variable cost is 20,000. From the sales only we have to take the 20,000, this amount. So 20,000 into 5 per unit. So how much we will get? 20,000 into 5. We will do 20,000 into 5 means we are getting 1 lakh here. So next we have to do calculation of profit of EBIT. So EBIT means earning before interest tax. So for this we have to do 2 columns like this. We have to draw 2 columns. First column we will write particulars, and next column is amount. So sales amount which we have to take means we are calculated in the working note, no, right? We have to take that amount. So sales is 5 lakh. We got 5 lakh sales amount. We have to deduct sales. In this sales we have to deduct variable cost. So deduct means we have to do minus sales minus variable cost. Variable cost, how much we got? 1 lakh rupees. So 5 lakh minus 1 lakh is 4 lakh. So 4 lakh is contribution amount. So in this contribution we have to deduct the fixed cost amount. So fixed cost is 30,000. They have only mentioned here. So fixed cost is 30,000. So from the 4 lakh contribution we will deduct the fixed cost means we will get 3,70,000 rupees. So this amount is EBIT amount. So after this computing all these after means we will do one more method, that is operating leverages. So we have to do one more calculation. That calculation is operating leverages. So in the question only they have given mentioned you compute operating leverages. So we are doing the operating leverages. So for this calculation of operating leverages, the formula is contribution divided by EBIT. So contribution amount is 4 lakh. So contribution amount we have to take 4 lakh here, and then EBIT. How much we got? EBIT is 3,70,000. So 4 lakh divided by 3 lakh, we will do 4 lakh divided by 3,70,000 means we will get 1.08 times. So this is the second problem. Please do make a note or take a screenshot. We will see you in the next class.